Hi, this is Tarek, your life coach. This is the Universe Monitor videos. Today our topic is gravity management. What does gravity management mean? In the U-Life concept, it's a different concept, it's a different way of how we explain it, which is the universe, life, internal force, energy. Now, let's go to the classic form of gravity in the physical world. We've got the Earth, then the Earth is basically pulling every object closer to it, and the concept of the laws of gravity of the universe. So we are being pulled towards Earth. Satellites outside the atmosphere also are being pulled towards Earth. Also at the same time, also Earth basically is pulled by the sun, and then the sun is pulling all the different planets towards it. It's all about the concept of the ability to actually gravitationally pull things towards it, and objects pulling things towards each other in a sense of the laws of gravity in the universe, as Isaac Newton's laws. So those laws rely on distance, and how close the object is closer to the other. This is the more that object actually pulls things towards you. Just like, for instance, Earth is closer to us, so basically we are pulled towards Earth. If at the same time we are not pulled towards the moon, or at the same time we're not pulled towards the sun, even the sun, actually Earth is rotating around the sun, but then because of the distance of the sun away from Earth, 150 million kilometers away, it means that the distance of the sun and the gravitational pull of the sun towards us basically is not powerful enough to pull us towards it, despite the sun is a lot larger than the Earth. But because we are closer to Earth, that's why Earth is pulling itself towards us. So the distance really rely on the concept of gravitational pull of objects towards each other. Now let's move, before we move to the next thought, let's move to another idea that I want to basically also tell you more about, which is something called the quantum physics. It's called quantum entanglement. This has to do a lot with what we want to talk about in terms of what gravitational laws that happened in the U-Life concept. Quantum entanglement says that in the quantum physics laws, you have two objects, A and B. Whatever you apply on the property of A basically affects B, because there's an energy connection basically that actually connects both of them together. So this is called quantum entanglement. Anything you apply on A, B gets affected. Anything you apply on B, A gets affected. So basically it's like two objects can exist at the same time in different places that actually belong to each other. Like A is a copy of B and B is a copy of A. So there could be actually the possibility of two objects existing in two different places at the same time in the world of quantum physics. And this is where the world of imagination and the U-Life concept applies, because we are basically using the laws of quantum physics in our understanding. So what happens now, just to explain something else before we move to our thought, there's something called the UEC, Universal Energy Cloud. There's something called the UEC, the Universal Energy Cloud. That means that everything in the universe is connected on an energy level. There's an energy connection cloud. This energy connects humans with each other, humans with objects, and objects with everything else. So that means there is a network. It's like a cell phone. Everyone is connected to this cellular network of energy. So that means energy can be transferred regardless of basically how far this object is. It has to do with the gravitational pull of a person's ability to attract another person's energy. This is where things can actually happen, and then this is how much effect I can actually cause on people's energy using my energy in the universal energy cloud. So now we move into basically how all this makes sense. How does all this make sense? This is the physical world. This is me, and this is someone 2,000 kilometers away from me, and this is an object 2,000 kilometers away from me. Both those are in France. I am 2,000 kilometers away. Now, the only possibility in the physical world for me to receive information or send information is using a smartphone or a PC or maybe a telephone or maybe a fax or maybe a photo album to remember those people or that person or that object that is away from me. That's the concept in the physical world, because I am using physical networks that already exist, like a mobile network or an internet network or a photo album that's already printed out, or a fax machine or telephone. And also, those are networks that are available in the physical world. Now, in the world of imagination, there's a different way of how things happen. What happens now, if I think of a person, okay, I can actually pull him into my world of imagination. So what happens, the 2,000 kilometers away become what? Become basically zero. Okay? So what happens now is that this person, depending on what I pulled, his emotions, his mental, his psychology, I pull those into my world of imagination and they become here. This is his mental, this is emotional. I communicate with him just like there is zero distance between me and him. At the same time, the object itself. If I want to recall something of the object itself, I call him in my world of imagination and I maneuver and rotate around this object just like I'm actually physically there. Even sometimes even more details, because my sense of consciousness becomes really high and I can visualize things in a better way without the distractions of anything else. I just pull the object itself and I can then visualize the object itself with all the different details that I want of that object itself. So then what happens now what happens is all the laws of quantum entanglement are happening here. Quantum entanglement. What happens is I pulled the energy of the person's mental energy and emotional energy, pulled them towards here. Now there's a copy of his mental energy and his emotional energy are over here in my world of imagination. At the same time, the original is over there. So now we have an original mental emotional and the copy of mental emotional. Anything I give information out on a mental or emotional level in my world of imagination, the person feels that information, this energy gets sent to him. In the laws of quantum entanglement, using the laws of quantum entanglement. The same thing also, if I admire this object, the admiration of this object also gets sent to the physical object itself, and then quantum entanglement also happens also over here. So the concept is we have to realize that distance in the world of imagination, in the U-Life concept, is irrelevant. I can pull any object or any person into my world, and that person becomes exactly next to me. So, and then I can affect him, and that person also can affect me, depending on how acceptance that person is giving me in terms of him receiving energy from me, and how much I am actually accepting to receive energy from him. So it's about how much I accept energy to be received, and how much I accept energy to be given, and how much he accepts energy to be received, and how much he accepts energy to be given, regardless of the distance. Distance is irrelevant. So that means, and that concept can mean a lot of things that actually are related to what we talk about here in the future of our discussions and the future of our courses that we give. So we say distance, forget it. It is irrelevant. Time and space in the physical world are totally different than time and space in the world of imagination. Take that off your mind. We are all connected. We are all connected, like we said, in the universal energy. We are all connected, like we just mentioned just a while ago, in the universal energy cloud. You don't believe it? Basically, come and attend our courses and let's do our one-on-one sessions, and I'll show you how to believe that in real life examples. Thank you very much for watching these videos. This was the topic of gravity management. I'm with you, Tarek, your life coach in the Universe Monitor videos. Watch us on YouTube and on Facebook, and stay connected also, and you can also go log into our website, which is universemonitor.org. Thank you very much, and see you soon.